Hi, this is Tom Hoskyns for Mining Journal. I'm joined today by Gary O'Connor, who's the president and CEO of Moneta Gold, which is developing a large gold project in the Timmins camp, Canada's most prolific gold area. Hi, Gary. How's it going?
Hi, Tom, and thank you for the opportunity to be able to speak today about Moneta Gold, the company, and about Tower, our large gold project in Timmins, Canada.
No problem. So, yeah, for viewers who aren't so familiar with Moneta, haven't come across you yet, maybe you could just start by giving us a bit of an overview of the company.
Moneta Gold, we're Toronto-based. We're listed on the main board of the TSX. We also trade on the OTCQX and the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Our focus is gold in Ontario, and our focus is gold in the Timmins camp. Timmins is Canada's most prolific gold mining camp. We have a very large gold project there. There's 12.8 million ounces total global resource. It's in a very infrastructure-rich area. We have major highways adjacent to the project. We're just 100 kilometres east of Timmins, the city itself. And we have numerous operating gold mines operating around us and adjacent to us. So there's lots of good infrastructure, skilled workforce, and a great location in a very safe jurisdiction.
Okay, thanks for that. So maybe just going into a bit more detail about what you've been up to lately, what were the major milestones that you checked off in 2022?
So 2022 was a major year for Moneta Gold. We did a large resource upgrade and update on our global mineral resource. We expanded to 5.4 million ounces indicated, 8.3 million ounces inferred, total of 12.8 million ounces. We then followed that up with a preliminary economic assessment. This is a scoping study. It looks at the economics of the project. We came out with a very robust project, good gold production, 260,000 ounces a year production for the first 11 years, cash costs, $811 an ounce, all-in sustaining costs, 1,004, all-in sustaining costs, this is after tax. The project itself has a NPV 5% discount rate at $1,600 gold price of 1.1 billion Canadian after tax, has a IRR, internal rate of return, of 32% and a 2.6-year payback. So very robust, manageable capital. We delay a lot of the capital into our sustaining, so it's not too onerous on our company to develop this. We spent a lot of time doing mill mine analysis, sequencing the pits, bringing back forward as much grade as we could, pushing back as much capital, leasing equipment rather than buying initially. It was all about putting together a very robust and doable project for Moneta moving forward.
Okay, and presumably so you've got the focus over the coming months is largely drilling. Presumably we can expect quite a lot of news flow on that front. What else have you got coming up in 2023?
No, that's correct. With the conclusion of the PEA, in fact, even before we concluded the PEA, we were already doing infill drilling. So this is all de-risking the project. It's all about upgrading inferred resources to indicated resources. We're well on the way with that. We completed 80,000 meters last year, and over the next 15 to 18 months, we'll complete another 190,000 meters. This is all in regards to getting the resources in the mine plan. There's 5.1 million ounces in that mine plan. Getting those resources up from inferred to indicated, that will allow us next year to do a pre-feasibility study. We're augmenting the drilling, for which we've already released a lot of drill results on that drilling. We've confirmed good continuity. We've even confirmed some expansions of the resource. So those results are out, and we'll continue to put those results out, giving the market guidance. But the other core activities that are occurring are pre-feasibility studies that will include metallurgical test work, hydrological work, geotechnical work, all aspects that need to be done for the pre-feasibility next year. We're also advancing the environmental impact assessment. We've already done 2 years of field work. We'll continue to advance that. There's been no red flags, no species at risk, and no habitats that have considered at risk. So we will continue to move that forward as required, as well as continue our community engagement program. Once we start the actual formal permitting process later this year, we'll put an initial project description in. We'll then line that up with our community engagement and move into more of a community consultation phase. So that is all lined up. It's all moving ahead, and we've been doing that over the last 2 years. So yeah, lots going on, and it's all about de-risking and moving the project forward.
Okay, and so that's the kind of initial, or that's the short to medium term plan for Moneta. How about a few years down the road? Where do you see this project? Are you going to be developing yourself, or tell us a little bit about your longer term strategy?
Okay, we've put together a project delivery team. We have a very good, strong team. We've developed them over the last 18 months. We've got most of the key positions filled. A lot of experience there, notably in developing, building, as well as running large, operating gold mines, in North America and around the world. We'll move through that pre-feasibility study. We'll start the permitting. Upon completion of pre-feasibility, we move into feasibility. As mentioned, running in parallel to that will be the permit stage. We'll go from an initial project description into a detailed project description, and then a final project description as part of the EIA process. Once we complete the feasibility, that should be lined up well with our environmental permitting and permitting of the project. So we'll be looking then to do detailed engineering, to financing the project and moving it into production. As mentioned before, we sized the project such that we could fund it. This is a project that we'll have the ability to raise the funds and to be able to take through to production. So we feel we have the right project for us, and we'll move it forward and continue to add value to our shareholders and value to all our stakeholders.
Okay, great. Well, Gary, that's a great overview of the company. Thanks very much indeed for that. That's sadly all we have time for today. But yeah, I'd just like to thank you again very much for joining us.
No, thank you. And thank you for the opportunity to give you this summary on Moneta Gold. Much appreciated.
No problem. Well, wish you best of luck for the rest of the year. And I'm sure we'll catch up again soon. But for now, that concludes this video for Mining Journal. Goodbye.